Hello, I'm Carlo Perruzza and welcome to another edition of the Lowco Rundown. Today I am here at the University of South Carolina, Beaufort, where the Sand Sharks took on the Mid-Atlantic Christian University Mustangs this past weekend. And it was USCB's first game of the season. And fun fact, it was also Mid-Atlantic Christian University's first ever game as a program. So let's go over to Hardeeville, let's go over to Sand Shark Park, and let's take a look at some highlights from USCB's opening day.
The Sand Sharks got their season started Saturday as they hosted the visiting Mid-Atlantic Christian University Mustangs. Sand Sharks in a tight spot in the top of the 7th as the Mustangs have the bases loaded, but Tanner Davis is able to get the batter to ground out. Sand Sharks come out the inning unscathed. Sand Sharks would get the offense going in the bottom half of the inning. With one on, Leandry Castro drives a double up the middle. Nick Hillman is able to advance to third. During the next at-bat, Alexander Humphrey grounds out to third, but Nick Hillman is able to come around. Sand Sharks up 5-0. Sand Sharks weren't done quite yet. Kyron Russ pops it up to mid-center field. Leandry Castro is going to tag up at third and beats out the close throw. Sand Sharks take this one 6-0. After the game, I caught up with head coach Jeremy Christian and a few of his players.
I mean, it was great. That first time on the field, it was a tough day for us. We had bad weather and bad field conditions, and we spent the past really 24 hours trying to get this place ready to go. So to get out in day one, get some guys some reps, and win the first one is always important. It is always great to get it done.
It feels good that we came out here and we're just trying to make a name for ourselves. You know, we got a long way to go. This is just the beginning.
We knew they were going to be really young, so we weren't really worried about being too out-talented, outplayed in skill sets and stuff like that. But all we focused on was ourselves and our team and keeping our chemistry as good as it could be. And when all that stuff gels together like that, then it can only go up.
It was difficult. You know, I like to have a pretty good idea of the teams we play. I did not get their roster until today, so I knew nothing about anybody on the team, and so we just pretty much prepared as if all things were on board. We knew they could do several different things, and we would adjust as we went into it. But yeah, it was very difficult, and they got a young club and a good bunch of young players. They're going to have a great future down the road, and our guys answered correctly.
It's going to be a lot of fun covering the USCB baseball team all season long. But now let's switch over sports. Let's go from the diamond over to the hardwood, as the Battery Creek Dolphins hosted arch-rival Beaufort Eagles Saturday night. Both games were extremely tight and were decided by 3 points. So let's go over to Battery Creek. It's highlight time.
The Lady Beaufort Eagles took on the Battery Creek Dolphins Saturday night. The Dolphins get this one going early as Carisha Rutledge gets the floater to fall. The Eagles would bounce back as Layla Warren pulls up for the 3 and makes it splash. The second half of this one was back and forth as well. Kiara Wilson drives hard to the basket and gets the Battery Creek bucket. Eagles would bounce back as Sequoia Smalls drains the 3. The Eagles' intense offense would be the deciding factor in this one as Layla Warren banks in 2 out of her 23 points. The Eagles edge up the Dolphins 39-36. The Battery Creek boys trying to prevent the Eagles from sweeping. Dolphins attack right away as Jordan Rivers puts home the corner 3. Eagles respond as Rush Riley shows he can drain the 3 ball as well. This one would go back and forth as Davion Sanders is able to knock down the 3. The storyline of this one is 3 balls. Rush Riley puts another one home. This one goes right down to the wire, but Obi Wilson seals the Dolphins' victory by banking in the score. Dolphins win a nail-biter 70-67.
What a rivalry. Those games were so much fun to watch. But now let's take a trip down south of the Broad over to May River High School, where we're going to look at a couple sisters. The Peluso sisters have been a cornerstone on the girls basketball team for 4 years now. They are finally seniors and they have been absolutely dominant. Their chemistry together is so amazing and they just make their team much better. I caught up with them to just see what makes them so special and, how much fun do they really have playing with each other. Let's head over and meet the Pelusos.
So before I started playing, Olivia played first, and we played rec league, and I used to live in New Jersey, so we used to play up there. And then I kind of joined later on in around like first, second grade. So we've just always been playing together. We kind of have like twin telepathy, so.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I love it. She's like my built-in best friend, so we're always talking about basketball together, and it's just fun because we've been playing together for so long, so I know her strengths and I know what to do in order to make her look the best that she can be. So we're always playing off each other and feeding off of each other's energy.
But over the years, this is of course the 4th year with me, so over the years there's been some changes, and just to see them grow up and see how they interact with one another, you can just tell, hey, sometimes there's some household things that they kind of bring to practice sometimes, but overall they get along well. But you can just tell that one of them, Livia, is the kind of the mom one that takes care of Emma a little bit, and over the years they just grown, and I just kind of accept what happens with sisters.
We do have a little bit of rivalry. Sometimes in practice, like we can't be defending each other or we'll break out in a little bit of a fight. But it's really fun. We kind of feed off of each other and we're always there for each other. So it's fun to have each other out on the court.
Yeah, we're always on top of each other. Like during a game, we're always telling each other what we can do to be better. But we're also each other's #1 fans, so we're always encouraging each other as well. It's always constructive criticism.
Just having 2 intelligent players on the floor with experience, 4 years of experience, that just makes everything just runs so much smoother on the floor. It's not me having to yell from the sideline, because they kind of know what I expect from now on. After 4 years, and they're very intelligent players, it's just like having coaches on the floor, so it makes it very easy for us.
Our goal is to go to hopefully the state championship. You know, we've been working really hard. Last year we made it to the 3rd round of playoffs, so we'd like to make it to at least the 3rd round and hopefully further.
That means a lot, just because they started this program, and you, as a coach, you want kids to be able to come through your program 4 years, and at that senior year you want to be able to have, if it's not a state championship, very close to it. And I think at least we have the opportunity, is because that the work that they put in over the years, and like I said, they make a difference in our program, because we can tell, hey, when we don't have them on the floor and when they are on the floor, it's a big difference, and they deserve that. They work hard over the years.
So this is the only sport we play together, so it'd be really amazing to win a state championship with my sister by my side.
It would be really awesome to win a state championship with my sister. We've been through everything together, so it would just be like one more thing we get to do together before we go off to college.
The Peluso sisters will definitely be missed at May River High School when they graduate. But that's going to do it for us this week. Tune in on Sunday when I bring you highlights from Friday's busy basketball night in the Low Country, as well as a special feature story on JP2 girl basketball senior Takai DeVore. We'll see you then. Until then, keep it dialed in to locosports.com.